We're going fishing today. You know why? Because it's epic conditions, right? Less than 5 knots of wind means you fill the boat with as much fuel as possible. You put the throttle down, and wherever you run out of fuel is where you start to fish. 45 miles later, we decided, alright, this is the place we're gonna stop and let's do some fishing. So we get up and threw out some lures.
Cabarrus. Where are you popping behind the reef? You feeling brave or what?
Due to all my excitement, I may have forgot the lens cap on a couple times for the day and missed a few hookups. Here's the first fish.
Oh, what are you going back by the rock? What is it?
Permit.
Nah, big lips. What's that?
Permit.
Giant lips?
Permit. Cavalli.
Giant black market? I hope it's not a cavalli.
Big cavalli. Big yellow tail cavalli.
Nah, what is it?
Permit.
Is that yellows? Yeah, it's a yellows. Whoa, what's that?
Oh, yeah. Permit.
Oh, look at nice. Look how much yellows come in. Good grade of yellows short.
Where the cars? Where's the rock?
Look at them. Oh, what's that?
Oh, permit.
Everything is a permit, eh, boy. Yeah, work it fast, Hattie.
That's what they call a fish. Follow that.
Nice.
Alright, first fish of the day.
The rooster had to bring it in the boat.
Where's the rock? Is that over there?
I don't know where I lost it.
Fish on the rock, boy. Best you dive it.
Yeah, for sure.
Best you go up the road and dive it on your way back. But mark it now, though.
Yeah, I want to dive it on the way back. I just saw it boil. I didn't want to miss it in case we can't find it later. When the sun comes up, if it comes up, yeah, trim. Yeah. If the sun comes up, we'll you should be able to see it easy. I'm not Hattie. Think slow.
And now here's the second fish. I missed the hookup as well.
Big ugly pink and green. I feel like a cavalli.
Hey! What a guess, boy! Let's call this the old Cavalli Alley. Nice! Hey! Wait, watch out, this man sliming up with ball boy wrist. Watch. Slide him in there one time.
So we moved on to the third fish now, and I missed the hookup here too. You kind of seeing the trend that's happening for the day.
Boy.
What you got there, Bretsky?
All I get is not turning on the GoPro.
Oh, big grade.
What's that?
Big grade. The big grade.
Way!
Wow, that's great, boy.
That is healthy. That is healthy, baby.
So eating that for sure.
Nice answer. We'll get some good
Oh,
fish dive.
shrimps in the mouth. Shrimps in the mouth. Well, that can be a red park by Tejo. Let me get the shrimps.
I think it's the biggest lake there. Nah.
Point the shrimps to me, the head.
It's twin peas.
I think looking like a black
Okay. There you go. So this.
looking like a black drum. Something on a blue.
Excuse me. My fish is very good looking, thank you.
Nice, you get there.
Go for the
Pass
reel.
back on our record.
Well, I don't catch a fish. So.
I will not catch a lippy. I never catch a lippy.
Oh, I don't expect that you will catch one today.
Nice fish, bro.
Hey. You start to have the man boat on the hey, whoa.
What?
Taking videos here, right?
Yeah, I'll set me up there, boy.
Yeah, right.
Well, that's a catch for the one before.
Yeah, redo that whole video.
Oh!
Wow.
The lips!
Nice grade of leaps, Brett. Well done. Nice grade of leaps.
Where you, Brett?
Huh? I right on the rock.
One is a little bit heavier.
Did you get?
Yeah, boy. So I could like confidently work the seafloor. But this one is alright though, but I know this will get the bite.
Really could have gone up more like parallel with the rocks so you could have just crossed it.
Cast in front of it then, where they actually had fish. Oh! Tell me what? What? The hatchet!
The hatcho.
The hatchet!
The hatchala.
The lockdown!
Because.
The moonshine!
Nice grade.
Good grade of lockdown.
Fish up there.
I tell you, up here's only whole big fish, boy. Up in the heights. Alright.
Yes, I like the shrimps.
Boy, don't mess. What's that grade of fish on Ali though?
Whoa!
Roll. Shrimp for the mix.
Okay.
Right, so what you guys missed for the entire video so far, because I forgot the lens cap on, was a ton of fish that was swimming on the boat that we were filming. It was a bunch of jacks, there was a bunch of tarpon, they had a whole bunch of mix of fish that carried that all kind of cool stuff swimming on the boat. Anyway, we caught a couple fish, we jumped off a couple fish, and for the majority of the time we just simply couldn't get a bite. I don't know why. So we jumped in the water just to do some filming and see what they had around and if they had anything around to shoot. So we're in the water and we see some tarpon, they have some fish around. Small Cabarrus decides to come up and give a little look at me. After that I head down and I find a little cave and it's filled with a bunch of nurse sharks. And I stick my head inside and there's a nice snap in the back. So I send Reese after them, not telling him that there's sharks inside there, just to see if I startle him, which doesn't work because nurse sharks are not scary. And he did see them before he stuck his head in the hole. But you can see the snapper way in the back of the hole. After looking in the hole for a couple of minutes, one of the sharks decided that he didn't want to stay inside there anymore and he swam out, so I followed him for a little while. Next shot hooked up on a tarpon, but fear not, I missed that hookup as well. But you get to see a little bit of the fight before it jumped off.
Just not too off! Oh, that's it. See what that is, let me tell you something, that is not a quality. Whoa, the grand sequoias! Watch it, it's called the sabotage.
Sabatwai.
The sabotage. Hey, don't walk down there, that gears on there. You get it spit?
Spitaroo!
After catching a couple fun fish and failing multiple times on capturing those fish on film for the hookup, we decided to jump in the water and do some spearfishing. We had the Spearmaster guns, which I'm sure you guys have seen me in previous videos. First good spot we jumped in on, Reese and myself got a little bit separated. I went one way because I was stalking two Cabarrus, and Reese started shouting at me. And I was like, what's going on? He said, come. I have a big Goliath across there, so I swam across by him, and sure enough there was a pretty nice Goliath grouper right there in the shallow, just cruising around. So about 110 pounds. After a couple of minutes there, the water started getting really cloudy, so we decided to go into another spot and see if we could find some snappers. While on the way to the new spot, we put out two lines and Reese caught a nice kingfish actually. We caught it trolling and I didn't even worry to film it because it was kind of unexpected and it came in the boat pretty fast. But we did film the second one he caught, which was this one, and check out the chaos.
What are you all doing?
What are you on?
I end up implicated in this mess, Brent.
I will put that on the YouTube all the time. We can all shot cook all this. Jazz in the boat.
So Reese and myself jump in the water in this new spot, and Stuart's on the boat, he casts a line out, and he hooks into a fish.
Oh, what is this? Cabarrus. Carrots. Oh. All right. Nice carry.
Reese and myself are under the water, looking around seeing if we could find any snappers, and guess what? Another Goliath grouper swims up to me, and it's even bigger than the last one before. Now this isn't the target species, so we're not really after them. And if you know the species, then you'll know they're very, very inquisitive / curious / not scared of anything fish, and they come right up to you just like this one did. I head around to the back of the reef where I know there's a cave, and the Goliath grouper is trying to get to the cave before me, but I'm trying to get to the cave before him because I want to see if there's a snapper in there before he reaches inside and scares it away. And it just wouldn't let me get ahead of it, and all it kept doing is staying in front of me and blocking me from seeing inside the hole. Eventually we just got fed up and left the rock. We didn't end up seeing any other good fish there. They had a couple permit, which we weren't targeted either, but they were small, like 8-pound size, 6-pound size, kind of like in that vicinity. So we headed off to the next reef to see what we could find. Now this next spot had more of the species that we were targeting. As I was swimming up to the reef, I saw a couple nice black groupers, but not really the size that I wanted. But I did see this Cabarrus swim up to me, and then he darted off. I try to line up the shot, and he darts off again. And then I try to line up the shot, and then he darts off again. So that happens a couple times, and then I get fed up because he's too smart for me. And I look away to see if I see anything else. There's nothing else, and then he's still there, so goodbye. As you can see, there's a lot of life on this reef. Tarpon, black margate, black groupers, Cabarrus snappers. Just really nice to see all this life in this area. I also saw another Cabarrus in the back of my own, which was a nicer size one, and you'll see that very shortly.
That's more cool, but that's a nice game on the reef. Kind of play the game with them a little bit, boy. Don't think the same way, but you wanted to be curious, and you get the old takeout.
When I jumped in the boat, I realized that Reese actually missed the reef, and I'm the only one that passed over it. So that's probably why he didn't see anything or shoot anything. So I told him about the other Cabarrus that I saw, and sure enough, he jumped in the water and he got it.
You find them.
Reese was using my 130 spare master, and he seemed to like it with this kind of hunting, and he got the fish that he wanted, so thumbs up.
That is what we're talking about, mysteries.
The old shishka moose.
Watch it. A whole lot with my bare hands, fellas. Nice great snapper.
I'm looking at a lot smaller than mine.
You mad? Yeah, at least 5 to 10 pounds bigger than yours.
Well, the time now. Time for lobster.
Dig out my dick.
Time for lobster.
Get one more now. So each of we get one. Get one for the now.
Oh,
Hey, what the mother?
One snapper too.
Good.
How many boat there? Big grade snapper. Big grade snapper. Wait, don't drop him, don't drop him.
Try that open.
Hey, watch yourself. Wait, watch yourself there, watch yourself there.
real snapper.
Good icing technique there.
You should have fillet up on
Alright.
the top.
Bring a neck for that bag there.
After Reese put that fish in the boat, we decided that next up on the list was lobsters. So we jumped back in the water to see if we could find any lobsters. Headed down to the seafloor and I actually saw a couple snappers, which I wouldn't have mind shooting. And this Goliath grouper came out from behind the rocks. So third one for the day, smallest one of the day. He was probably around 60 pounds or so. But we already had meat in the boat. We were looking for either another snapper or a lobster. We did see a couple other species that we wanted, but no opportunities to shoot them. So we packed up our stuff and headed home. But not before one last cast.
I have action inside there for sure. Big blow-ups on the popper.
Whoa.
Uh-huh. On ya?
On it.
True?
Better. Better. Oh.
Nice. As soon as I pull out the Oh! You let him go. Is it that? That's the last.
And that was the last little bit of action we had for the day. So overall, a really fantastic day. Can't wait to make another run like this. Hopefully we get those weather windows again in the future. And hopefully I can produce some more videos for y'all. So see you guys in the next one, hopefully sooner than later. Peace.